again, thank you very much for taking the time out. Apologies for some of the guys who are struggling with the load shedding here in South Africa, but we will record it, or we are recording it, and we will post it on our social media channels. First of all, many of you have been around with DigitalFlyer and the launch of CBT and now recently DFGT, but still we find a lot of people are asking, what is it all about? How does it work? Is it a listing platform? And that's why we will be hosting these weekly calls, not just to talk about CBT or crypto or the whole space, but actually assisting our community businesses and members to better use DigitalFlyer. So tonight is the first session of a few that will happen over the next couple of weeks. And we will just give a quick introduction of what exactly is DigitalFlyer and why is online business so important these days. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to have a look, or we're going to have a brief overview of what is DigitalFlyer. I promise I'm not going to kill you by presentation. Then we're going to dive straight into DigitalFlyer. I'm going to show you practically how it works, what's happening in DigitalFlyer, what can you do with it now, and how we can help you grow your online business. Then we're going to have a Q&A session. You are welcome to ask your questions in the chat box. I did post a few links. And also you can post your questions there, or you can just write it down or try and remember it for at the end of the session, and then you can ask your questions. Then what we're going to have is a very good friend, Jordan from Bybit South Africa, who is one of the leading crypto exchanges. Don't get a fright and run away if you hear crypto. We're not going to ask you to buy our cryptos or anything like that, or try and sell you something. We're here to talk about DigitalFlyer. But what they've done is they are going to give $10 to 5 people, the 5 best questions that comes up at the end of this session. So yeah, keep those questions ready for at the end, and who knows, you might be walking away with $10 in your Bybit account. The link to register if you do not have a Bybit account is in the chat box. Let's get into it. So who has never done business online? I'm not going to open the platform to answer that, because I'm sure we will just hear crick, crick. Everybody has done business online. Whether you are searching, reading news, or doing anything online, you are working online and you're doing business online. But unfortunately, the general experience from the majority of business owners, you must remember the kind of businesses that we work with is your community business. What do I mean with when I talk about a community business? Those are the businesses that works in your community, your plumbers, your electricians, your hairdressers, the auntie down the street who bakes cakes, the side hustles, the guys who's mowing your lawn, the people who's running a business just like any other business, but they don't have the kind of funds or the technical experience to do what your bigger organizations or companies are doing by having departments and people running those sections for them. So the general experience and feedback, it's too expensive. I agree with that. It is very expensive to go online, especially if you get schemed and scammed by quite a few people. That is not as legitimate as what we would like our neighboring community members should be. It's very difficult. So if you try and do it yourself, you need to have some technical degree to understand how to use these various platforms where you can build your own web page, your own e-commerce store, etc., etc. Then on top of that, with the difficulty comes time consuming. It takes a lot of time to figure out how those platforms work and how to actually run with it. So those are the 3 main issues that companies are having, business owners are having out there, and they want to get online. Why should your business be online? We still have some of the older school people that comes and asks, but I don't need a business, or I don't need to build my business online. I've got more than enough customers. Just heads up, many of us saw what happened during COVID. Something small or something big like that comes along, and many of your customers fail and they go away, and you are sitting with a business that's got no customers, and all of a sudden you need to get new customers in. If you're not online and people don't know about you, they won't be doing business with you. So the first point of being online is it's for your visibility. Marketing is nothing other than creating a visibility, awareness, that people know about you. They know who you are, they know what you do, and they know how to get hold of you. And that brings us to the second point. The second point is accessibility. Accessibility means purely, I've now made up my mind. I want your product or your service. How do I get it? How quickly can I call you? How quickly can I WhatsApp you? Can I email you? Remember, we live in a very fast-paced world, and people do not want to sit and wait around anymore. So if I have to wait a day or two for a quote from you, or for a response on you on a query that I've got, the chances is 99% that you are going to lose my business, because your competitor is maybe faster than you. Maybe not as good as you, but they're faster with their response and for producing the product and service that I need. The third one, which a lot of people miss or forget about, is credibility. My generation, my kids' generation, and even some of the older generation around is, if I talk about a business, the first thing they do is they pick up their phone, they're on Google, and they search for your business. They go onto a reputable platform, they go and look at what your business looks like online. If your business is nowhere to be found, or if it looks scrappy, they will not feel very comfortable doing business with you. So it's all about the credibility that you build. And can your customers go and give a rating for your page or your business online, and other people can read what other people are saying. So those are the three main elements. So you do have time, money, and skills to be online now with DigitalFlyer. And the reason we say that is we keep it simple. I'm going to show you now in a couple of minutes. We are very visible. Very soon you will start seeing a lot more marketing going out. You will start seeing DigitalFlyer logo everywhere, and you will start hearing online a lot more about DigitalFlyer. So at the end of the day, we are pulling feed to the platform, and ultimately, if you are on the platform and your pages and your products are set up correctly, the chances are very good that you're going to do business. We are very accessible. We've taken quite a few elements without making it too complicated or too elaborate. We've taken the most common and most used contact and accessibility channels, and we've built it into your web page and your products section. So your business can grow with DigitalFlyer with very little time, very little money, and very little effort. So DigitalFlyer is a business marketplace. It's not a listing place. Many people think that we are a listing platform. We're not. A listing platform is where your contact details are, but that's about it. So they can read a little paragraph about who you are, and they've got your contact details, but they know nothing else of what you do and who you are. We've gone a few steps further, and we've taken it, and what I'll explain to you now. So DigitalFlyer is a one platform. Very, very simple. You can build your own web page. You can build your own your own online store. You can sell tickets to events. You can manage your online appointments, and it's all at a fixed annual fee. And that's it. So there's no monthly costs. There's no monthly costs. What's the other word? Domain registrations, anything like that you need to worry about. We do not take any sales commissions. We don't take any fees from business that you do online. It is just your simple one fee per annum. Oops, let me just open here. Elmer, if you can just check, it looks like there's a few people who's trying to get in. On DigitalFlyer, once you've registered, we are integrated. We're the only platform in Africa. We're trying to get the global acknowledgement, but one or two of the platforms, I won't mention names, doesn't want to give us that accolade. But at the moment, we've got that we are the only company or only platform in Africa that is integrated with a FIAT paying system. FIAT is your dollars, rands, euros, excuse me, which is net cash. And then we are also the only platform online that is integrated with Binance Pay, that allows you to sell your products and services in cryptocurrencies. Now, what does this mean? It doesn't mean that people are going to pay into our account, DigitalFlyer's account. It means that we help you. If you don't have a net cash account or a Binance Pay account, we can assist you, and we'll show you just now in a few minutes, or I'll show you in a few minutes, to open your own Netcash and your own Binance Pay account, you link that to your DigitalFlyer profile. And when you sell a product or service through DigitalFlyer, the money goes directly to your Netcash or Binance account. And both platforms are integrated now with or linked to all the major banks in South Africa. And you can withdraw your currency back, or your currency, your income, directly to your South African bank account or bank account wherever in the world. That way. What we are busy launching as well within DigitalFlyer, we all know what a reward system is. That is, if customers come and buy something from you, you give them a reward. We live in that kind of world where people is, what's in it for me and what do I get back? So very soon our reward system within DigitalFlyer will launch. That means buyers and sellers will earn CBTs, which is community business token. Don't worry about it. Don't get afraid if you don't understand crypto or don't think it's a scam. It's not going to cost you anything extra. It just means that you're going to earn points, which is now coming in the form of a crypto token. And that crypto token can be used in 3 different ways on our platform once it launches. You can either spend it at participating businesses. There are businesses that are crypto au fait and they are happy to receive crypto as payment, and you will be able to pay them in CBTs for their products, goods and services. The second one is you can send it to an exchange. We are listed on 2 other exchanges, and hopefully very soon in the near future we will be on larger exchanges, but we will see what happens in the coming months. And there you can go and trade it like you trade any other cryptocurrency, for those who knows Bitcoin. The third and last way that you can use it is peer-to-peer. Somebody has got CBTs in the community and they want to sell it for ZAR or for another currency. You can do a direct transaction with them. So DigitalFlyer is continuously busy working with integrations, new integrations. We're currently busy with a courier service or courier services that we are integrating. We're currently working with a few social media marketing and advertising companies where you can benefit from being a DigitalFlyer client on discount rates with them. We're also working with partnerships. We're already with Binance Pay, Netcash, Wolf. We're actually silent partners with a whole bunch of people. Andrew, that's here from version U 2.0. Elise couldn't make it tonight from business social networking. So that is all growing the way and that means at the end of the day, the more partnerships that we are building, the more visibility your business is going to get onto the marketplace, and the more visibility our project is going to get outside there. And very excited. We just launched the last step, and for those who understands the crypto space, don't quote me on this yet, but we are looking at migrating to a DAO platform after we've now launched our governance token. A governance token means it's a share that you hold in the company, and that gives you a voting right on whatever direction the project is going to go. In simple terms, we have built this to be a community platform, not a global platform, but ring-fence it into various communities around the globe. Of course, we started in South Africa. It's easy. We know the market. And now we're going to, once this market is penetrated, we will start rolling it out to other markets globally. But yeah, our governance token will now allow us that we've got a utility rewards token and we've got a governance token, allowing our members who holds DFGT tokens to have a vote and a say in the company's direction. So that's just a very quick overview of what is DigitalFlyer. Now, does it work? I'm sure a lot of the people that's here or that has been onto platforms like this has heard a lot of promises, have seen a lot of or have heard a lot of promises but never seen anything. So let me show you how it actually works. Let me just skip my screen up here. Oops. Somebody doesn't like my post. Let's just get there. Now, when you go onto any of your browsers can you see my Chrome browser, the Google screen?
Yes.
Okay, so when you go in and you go to digitalflyer.co.za, the first thing that you will see is this page. Now, here, what happens, I did send you the link. I'm going to go straight into the registration process. You can go and read what is standing on the page all by yourself, or you're welcome to ask questions later. But when you register, it will pop up like this. We do have a referral system. So if somebody did refer you, ask them for their referral link and please sign up with that. We will talk about the referral program a little bit later, but it's a flat structure. There's no pyramid system in this platform. So once you've registered, you will receive an email. The email will have a link in to create your own password. We do not have access to your passwords. If you do forget your password, you can just select reset my password. Once you've set your password, it will take you to the login screen. Your email address is your username. You set your password and you click on login. Once you've logged in as a business owner or as a user, it doesn't matter, everybody gets the same back office. At the top right-hand corner, you will see DigitalFlyer, which is my registration name. Obviously, your name will pop up there. Once you click on that, it will take you into your own back office. I don't have access to this. Nobody has got access to this. Only you have. Here you will see basic analytics. We are busy working on more modules or more analytical stats that will come. But you will see how many visitors has visited your page. You will see how many people has given your page a review and what is your current review status. You will see how many people has made appointments with you. If somebody completed the contact form on your page, it will pop up here and you can see that you can view it and get in touch with the people to find out exactly what is it that they want to know. Now, when you're on it for the first time, and you want to add your business, you simply click on add business. On the left-hand side, you will see the menu bar, and I'll run through the menu bar very quickly. The first option, if you want to take online booking appointments, so in other words, have your calendar and people can see which meeting slots is available, you simply tick that. If you do not want that available, you untick it and it will disappear from your front page. Your business name, if it's ABC Suites, I don't know, let's call it Bybit. If it's Bybit, you put in Bybit ETUI, for example. When you hit tab, it will automatically enter this. Now, this is a customizable field. This is very important because this is for your own unique URL, which is like your website address. So this will be bybit.digitalflyer.co.za is what you will use to send to your customers or to post onto social media, which I will show you in a little bit. Then you go through the rest of the stuff. It is very, very simple. If it says email, type in your email, street name, number. If you don't have a physical address that you want people to come to, you simply put in there Pretoria, Cape Town, Joburg, Italy, whatever the case is, and you just fill in the form. Many companies still have landlines, so you can add your landline, select your country code, put in your area code, put in your telephone number. A lot of people put their cell phone numbers in here too. Your mobile number, your WhatsApp number, then your category. We try and be as broad as possible with all our categories, but if you do find that your category is not there or a suitable category and a suitable subcategory is not there, then please let us know at info@digitalflyer.co.za and we will add it for you. Keywords is exactly what it says. It works like Google for Business or Google. Those are the typical keywords or key phrases that you think people will search for. And that works the same way on DigitalFlyer. So you type those in, anybody who search for any of those keys that you've put in, your page will pop up with others who's got similars. Now, why is keywords important? We are busy running with our SEO, and very, very soon it takes time for it to build the stuff. But if somebody searches for a plumber, for example, and we've got plumbers on our platform, it will pop up on Google's search page. The short description, normally just a one-liner, and you will see like in a few minutes when I show you what it actually looks like. Very short, because that goes into your contact box. Full description. I don't know how many of you people have a company profile, but this is typically what it is. This is where you want to tell people who you are, what do you do, and make them excited about your business. I don't know if anybody's using ChatGPT, but ChatGPT is a brilliant free tool that you can use if you do not have a company profile, or you don't know how to explain. You simply go and put in a couple of parameters or words, and you tell the ChatGPT who you think you are, and then ask it to write your company profile, and it will do so, and you can copy and paste it in here. That number and registration number is not mandatory. Like I explained earlier, we are not just for registered businesses. We're also for your side hustles. We also, I was at a discussion the other day, many people are having second jobs at the moment. They need to have an extra income. So they've got their full-time day job, and now they've got a weekend job, or they've got an evening side hustle. Even they can use this for those pages. Operating days and times. When is your business open? Normally Mondays to Fridays, 8 to 4 p.m. or whatever the case is. If you've got a website, you can still link your website to this as well. You just put your website address in this block. Referral code, don't really worry about that. That is mostly for the promotions that we will be running in the next couple of months. If we do run promotions, you will get a referral code, you will put it in there, and then we will pick it up. What is very important for your page to make it look good is when you upload images, you will see what I'm highlighting. That is the size, the pixel depth of your image. If it's not according to the spec, it might shrink it, it might stretch it, it might look a bit distorted. So please try and ask somebody if you don't know who, or you're welcome to contact us as well if you need assistance with that. The size of the image, the type of image. This is your cover image. This is very important. This is typically what the person will see when they visit your page first. You can upload photos for your photo gallery, up to 10 images. Again, make sure you look at the sizes, make sure you look at the minimum or the maximum size per image and the type of image. You can upload documents. So you can add documents. This can be registration, indemnity forms, or whatever it might be, that you want people to see. Even in here, you can add images and videos. We normally link, and I'll show you our page now. We link it to our YouTube channel, and people can actually watch videos directly from our page. Then your social media links. We've looked at the 4 major ones. We will add TikTok in time coming, but these 4 were the main ones that we found people are using. So you can link your social media pages here too. Once you've done this, I'm talking a lot. I could have most probably built this page in 10 minutes. If you've got all the contact, you submit and pay. Once your payment goes through and we get a notification of your page that's built, we will go back and we will review your page. And if there's 2 industries we do not allow on DigitalFlyer. That is multi-level marketing, and that is adult entertainment. So I'm sorry for a few people, you won't be able to add your side hustle on here. Just a joke, sorry. So once that's done, we will review it. It normally takes anything from 1 to 24 hours. Your page will be published and you will get a notification that your page is live. Once your page is live, it'll typically look like this. I'm just going to go. So you'll see I go to digitalflyersa.digitalflyer.co.za. This URL is my website address. I don't need a separate website because I just send people to this link, and I'll show you just now how that works. So very quickly, this is your banner image. On the right-hand side, this is your contact box. This is why the short description needs to be nice and short and clear. People can call you, they can go to your website, they can email you, they can WhatsApp you, Google Maps, your social media channels. When they scroll down, they will see read more, and you can read more about your business or the company's page they're landing on. These are the videos that we've posted on it, so people can actually look on it. If you are using appointments, this will pop up, and when you click on that, a calendar will come on, and people can see how many meetings you've got available on which day. Now, when they click on it, it will tell me, okay, 2nd of May is fully booked or it's not available anymore, but a list will appear that will tell them which slots is available and they can book it. Company information, your photo gallery, I'll speed it up a little bit. Products. So when you sell products, and I'll explain this in a little bit to you now, there's your Google Maps, and you can ask your customers to give you a rating. They can simply come on here, give you a rating, say it's a 5-star post. Unfortunately, they will have to have a registered account on DigitalFlyer. Not necessarily a business, they just need to have a registered account. Like any online platform, before you can do anything on there, you need to register on the platform. We work exactly the same. Then we can post, otherwise robots comes in and you get a whole bunch of nonsense on your page. And then if they don't want to use any of your contact details here, they can just use the contact form on this, and that will pop up in your back office. So let's quickly have at the products, and then I am going to open it for questions and answers. So now once your page is approved and it's open, on the left-hand side, listed business and products. You will see it here. When you click on that, you will only see your business. You won't see like all my pages that I'm busy playing around with. You can have multiple businesses under one account, but you will be having to pay a monthly or a yearly fee, annual fee for per business. So when you're on there, you will see your page is published. If you want to edit anything, a telephone number, content, or images, you simply click on this button and you will see, it will take you there, and it's instantaneously. So if I change this name, it'll be instantaneously. If I change the number, it'll be instantaneously. If I change any of the content on here, it'll be instantaneous for the public to view. So let's add a product. Again, this is the way we build this. It's all about a form. Click on add product and you will see very simple, what's the product's name, photo gallery of your product, again, the images, upload any documents like technical specifications, anything like that, category, subcategory. Very soon we will have the dollar, pound, euros, and other currencies in here too. At the moment, it's only on ZAR, just while we are getting it 100% for the South African market, then we will roll it out to the rest of the world. Units, is it acres, is it bags, is it units, is it boxes? Attributes. Attributes is typically, if you take a car, is it a manual or is it automatic? Is it a 4x4? Is it a all-wheel drive, or is it a standard or whatever the case is? So what year model is it? That's an attribute of your product. You can maintain stock if you have a stock product. And then variance. Variance is typically colors, members, non-members, size, weight, courier, installation. And those are the things that it's the same product, but there's variances of that product and the price changes as well. And I'll show you how that works. Full description of the product, anything you want people to see about your product, keywords, and then frequently asked questions. You can build your own frequently asked questions inside DigitalFlyer. So if on your specific product, if customers ask you the same repetitive question, put it in here, give them the answer, and they will find it. And I'll show you that in a bit. And you save, and your product will come through to the team. They will review it. Once they're happy with it, they will publish it, and your product is online. Now, what you've done in a question of 30 minutes to maximum 40 minutes, you've built your own web page and you've created your first product, your own e-commerce store. Now, let's just have a look at how that looks. So I've shown you the page. Now, if I go into a product specific, this is the product that I want to go to. Again, the contact details is simply here on the right-hand side, so people can get in touch with you as quickly as possible. Then the product specifications, those are the attributes that I was talking about. The size is a 5 gram, liters, etc., etc. Product description. These are the variants. So I want 100 of this product, that's the price. I want 500, the price will change. or I want to sponsor this product, and the price will change. So people can see it immediately. Photo gallery of the product, frequently asked questions, and you can see how that works. People can be answered very quickly, and you can ask your customers to rate your product as well. Now, once I've added this product to cart, I can very simple go to the top right. I can see there's my shopping cart, one product. If I click on that, yes, I'm happy with it. It will ask you for a delivery address. And once I'm happy with that, I can say proceed to checkout, when payments will disappear shortly. So these are the two payment gateway integrated partners that we've got, and you can have your own. If you do not have a Netcash or a Binance Pay payment gateway, it will simply say contact seller with a product. They won't be able to add it to cart. And once they click on contact seller, an email will open, and they will be able to send you an email saying they're interested in this product, and then you can get in touch with them whichever other way you get your payments. So if I click on Netcash, for example, and I say yes, proceed to payout, we redirect that customer then to your Netcash link. And I'll show you how that works just in a minute. And now, depending on what your settings on your Netcash side is, which payment options you accept, they will appear here, and your buyer will be able to select which method they want to pay you with. So cancel that and go back to this page. Now, there you are. You've got a full-blown web page. Most businesses don't need more than that. And you've got a full-blown e-commerce store, and it's unlimited products that you can load up there. We will make it easier in the coming months, where you can upload a CSV file, and it will automatically, especially for the companies who's got lots and lots and lots of products that they want to sell. Now, let's just have a look at Netcash. Back in your back office, you will see on the left-hand side, there's an option for Netcash. Once you click on that, now I need to change this very quickly because this is, you will be asked for 3 questions when you click on that, or 3 keys. Let's just go one step back. If you do not have a Netcash account, you can simply click on that create an account. It will open these 3, or this field box page, and a Netcash sales representative is going to contact you, and they're going to assist you. All you need to do is ask them for an e-commerce payment gateway option, because it's through DigitalFlyer, and they will assist you with the necessary FIAT documents to ensure that you are legit and all those kind of things. Once it's open, on this question mark that I showed you here, when you click on that, it will open this page. Again, back to Netcash. Here it explains to you step by step where to get those keys and how to configure your back office in Netcash to connect your wallet to DigitalFlyer. On Binance Pay, exactly the same. We're going to change this very soon, where it's just a single key that Binance Pay will give you that you will enter here, and that will authorize the payment transactions to go through DigitalFlyer to your Binance Pay wallet. And that, in essence, I actually want to stop there. There's a whole bunch of more information I can give you, but I think we will skip that for the next couple events, like how to create your own event. Again, I don't need to go through that too much. It's simply filling in a form. If you want to add your appointment bookings, you can go and configure it here. Booking configuration, you can have multiple employees if you're a hairdresser, etc., etc. We do have small YouTube links that explains each of these modules to you. Then lastly, very quickly, our referral that we spoke about earlier. Every single person who registers on DigitalFlyer, whether you're a paid business member with an active business account, or you're just a user, gets a referral link. When you use this referral link to get other businesses in your community to sign up, you start earning 12.5% commission per that sign up. But it runs further. If you become an agent with DigitalFlyer and you let us know about it, then we will be able to show you the matrix of how you go up to 40%. And it's recurring. So if any customer signed up with your link, and they renew their account next year, you will automatically get that referral commission again. The My Life we'll talk about later. That's a voucher system that we're busy working on. Here in your back office, if you see sales order, that is all the sales that's gone through your page. You can view the shipment details, you can view the invoice details, etc., etc., etc. So that in essence, let me just check if I didn't miss anything. I don't think so. But yeah, that is in essence everything that DigitalFlyer is doing at the moment. So if I just jump back into the presentation, if you bear with me 1 second, and then we are nearly done. So a website, the online store, events module platform, and online appointment bookings, all at $1,199 a year. And you will, everything that we built into the platform, there's a lot more modules. We're busy working on the user interface, the user experience. We've got an app. We will upgrade and update the app very, very shortly. Everything is there. From any business out there, this is what they need to run an online business. This last part that I want to make, or comment I want to make about DigitalFlyer, is don't see it as replacing websites or replacing your marketing team. This is extending your digital footprint. So if you don't have a website, if you don't have the time, you don't have the money, ideal situation to come on and actually use it as if it's your main website. If you already have a website, you already have a marketing team, it doesn't matter. You can still use DigitalFlyer and benefit from our marketing, putting people to the platform, and you can start selling systems online. Most companies do not have an e-commerce system, and because it's too expensive, so you can very quickly connect your products and link it back to your website. So when people click on your website and they want to buy your product, it will link them back to your DigitalFlyer page. So it's very seamless integration. Now I need to take a sip of coffee while I introduce, or just after I've introduced Bybit. Thank you very much for listening to this and to joining us, and we'll have a conversation, a quick conversation just now. But Jordan, I hope you are online. And again, thank you very much for your time. Those who do not know what Bybit is, it is like, for the newbies in crypto, it's like a JSE. This is all an online Forex platform where you go and buy and sell shares in companies or Forex. Now, Bybit is one of the leading crypto exchanges in the world, and they're doing a phenomenal job in South Africa, not just on their services, but especially Jordan and his team and their channel in educating people on doing it the right way, because we all know there's plenty of schemes and scams out there, and we ask you to be very careful. Can you hear? Oh, I thought I lost you for a minute.
Thanks, Steve. No, we got you.
All right, yeah. So, Jordan, that is all you. See, I just stopped sharing my screen. So, Jordan and Bybit was so nice to say, basically, they will give $50 away during this call. I hope there's lots of good questions, but first I'm just going to give Jordan 2 or 3 minutes to introduce Bybit.
Thank you so much. Sure. Yeah, it's very, very inspiring what you're doing. I think it's a brilliant idea. And yeah, you can only go to the moon. And to hear of you speaking of a DAO is also a very, very nice surprise. I do believe in the idea of decentralized governance. I do think it's the future, especially in our business marketplaces. All right, so basically I'm here to not scare you off as one of those crypto bros, or as Devold says, you know, in a kind of gambling space or a scammy space. Yes, it is a dangerous space. Yes, it is a Wild West space still, and a lot of it is still to come under regulation. But the point is that it is an interesting space in terms of technological evolution and fintech, financial technology, and we can't deny it. We have to move with the times. We have to flow. And of course, this crypto wave is definitely coming and crashing against the fiat wave in some way. And we have to find a way to make sense of this. How are we going to work Is it going to be fiat? Is it going to be crypto? Is it going to be somewhere in between? And basically, yes, Bybit is my favorite exchange to do anything in that bridge. And of course, there is no one exchange that I would ever recommend or say use exclusively, but rather see it as a different wallet, a different style of wallet, offering you different perks. And as we can see, even by Devolt's presentation, different exchanges will have different capabilities, different benefits according to their structures and their programming. And wow, I mean, we can go on and on about what Bybit offers, but what I'd love to do is just open up the floor to any questions at all, whether it is about crypto in general, whether it's just about DigitalFlyer or even about DigitalFlyer's whole positioning within the crypto space. How does CBT come into play with DigitalFlyer, with centralized exchanges like Binance, like Bybit? Basically, let's have a little bit of a discussion. And I would love to actually give this $50 away. So please do, even if you don't have a question, of course, please do ask your questions and don't be shy. But even if you just have a Bybit UID, or even if you go sign up an account now, drop your UID in the chat. And yeah, please do use Devolt's link so we can track all of your volume. And basically any account that you do sign up under Devolt, we will be tracking his volume. And basically this is towards listing CBT on our exchange. And that would be lovely for DigitalFlyer. So if you are trading, do him a favor, do me a favor, go open an account under his link and trade there. And we'll be giving rewards to Devolt for the community, such as this $50. So I hope everyone, or some of you at least I know, do have Bybit accounts. So please don't be shy. Drop your Telegram handle and your Bybit UID in the chat. And yep, the 5 best, or hopefully we get 5 UIDs, we'll give you $10 each. And this is basically a trading bonus. So you can learn to trade and you can actually pull an pretty much infinite amount of profits out of that $10. And of course, it's easy to wreck the $10 when you go into a leverage situation, but that's the point. It's almost like a testnet trade or a paper trade, but the profits are real. You can actually make $100 off the $10. You can then make $1,000 off the $100. And I've seen this happen. Some of our pros do actually do this. All right, so let's see. I see some familiar names and some new names.
I've also seen people making from a very little bit. But yeah, it'll be great if there's any questions, like Jordan. Thanks for that. Any questions, if you're too shy to ask, just pop it into the text. If you want to ask it online, you can raise your hand and or you can just unmute yourself and we can take it from there. But yeah, DigitalFlyer is pretty much ready to rock and roll. We are leading the space in this game. And this is not just us saying it, it is actually verified. There's been a few people trying to catch up with us, and that's why we launched CBT 2 years ago already, and now launching DFGT as well. So yeah, we want to be ready when CBDC and our new economical system kicks in.
Yeah, very impressive how you're positioning yourself. So yeah, please don't be shy, unmute yourself. There we go, Glenn.
Okay, thanks guys. Thank you very much, man. Great presentation. Just a quick question in terms of the Netcash or Binance Pay. I'm assuming is there a monthly fee in terms of that as well, or is it just if there's transactions taking place?
Is that for the Binance Pay?
Yeah.
No, there's no monthly fees, no transaction, or there will be transaction fees, but there's no monthly fees. It's free. You simply pay. And it is the cheapest online gateway you will get. There is no cheaper online payment gateway out there. I think they're talking about introducing, at the moment it's free. So all your transactions is free. There's no charges. But in the future, I think from about 2024, don't quote me on this, it will be about 0.1%. But in the span of what the information I've got, it will never be more than 1%.
Okay. Brilliant. Would that be the same for Netcash as well, or
no? Unfortunately, Netcash do have a monthly fee, but we do have agreement with them. If you sign up via DigitalFlyer, to them. They will give us an extended period where you are not charged the monthly fee. On average, if you come from anywhere else, I think it's about 200 Rand a month that they charge you, and then it can go as high as about 3.4% per transaction that they charge. The reason why we did take net cash, they are the most stablest, they are the biggest, they are the most reliable, and there's a lot of more tools that you can do with them than what you can't do with any other. You can actually basically run your whole company, pay salaries, all those kind of things, split account payments, etc., EFT payments, and that's the reason why we went with them and not the other platforms.
Okay, all right, good. Thank you very much.
Great question. Thanks, Glenn.
Dear, sorry, a quick question. Who is Netcash? Who are they? Where do they come from? Who's behind the whole thing?
Now you're asking me a question. They're going to have to pay me money for this. Don't quote me on this, please. If I get something wrong, don't come and shoot me. What I know about Netcash is some years ago, they were Netcash. Then they became part of, I think it's Sage. And then they broke away again from Sage, and they are now Netcash. But they are heavily integrated with Sage accounting, the payment gateway section. So it's a South African-based company. They currently only operate out of South Africa or in South Africa, and we're not sure when they will scale globally.
So essentially what you're saying is they are like a registered bank.
Yeah, I won't say a registered bank, but they are a registered gateway. They've got all the bells and whistles in place to hold the money, take the money, transact your money for you, or give you the tools that you can pay. So if your money goes into your Netcash account, it is like a bank account. You can do EFTs out of there. You can pay your employees out of there. There's a whole bunch of things that you can do, debit orders, etc., etc.
Okay, so it's really safe platform.
Yes, we did extensive research. I mean, we looked at PayPal, we looked at all kinds of platforms out there. All good. I'm not knocking any of the platforms out there. They all have their space but for our purposes, Netcash was the best suitable one, the more stable one, and there's a lot more tools that can be done with it. So as we grow, we can grow our members into many of their tools.
Okay, great.
Glenn,
Nice
you've got your hand on
questions.
again.
Please don't be shy.
Oh, sorry, another question. Just
Awesome.
specific in terms of DigitalFlyer, you don't have a problem in terms of bringing more than one person on board with a particular company. In other words, if I'm a coach, there's other coaches that are going to be on board. There's no issue with that, eh?
No. No, I can't pronounce that word. It's too big for me this time of the night. But it is it's a platform where there can be 20 plumbers on there.
Okay.
There can be 100 accountants on there. The thing that will make your company stand out is your rating. Obviously, how high do you rate, your page, your information, and how, like I was saying earlier, your accessibility. How quickly do you respond to your customers? It's the same as Google. If I go into Google and I search for somebody, I normally find, after I've scrolled through the first 10 pages to get to real companies, because the first page is all about advertisements, and I'm looking for a plumber in Pretoria East, and then one from Cape Town pops up. So once I find the ones that I want to communicate with, and the first one normally that comes back to me and is servicing what I need, I'm going to do business with. So
Exactly.
that's what's going to make people stand out.
All right, fantastic. 100% accepted.
The word is non-exclusive.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Thanks, Glenn.
There was a question here from Chris. He
Thanks,
said,
Basil.
what will the chances be to have the regulators blocking the off-ramping side from DigitalFlyer?
Even if that happens, it doesn't really matter. That's the one thing I spend a lot of time on, researching. I've been talking to the FSCA for 2 years, or for the past 2.5 years, regularly checking in what's going on, what's happening. That's why we've got everything positioned the way we've got it. Even with our own crypto token, we're an issuer. We're not managing your money. We're not taking money from you. We're not holding money for you. So if they come along and they say, no, CBDC, we have to do CBDC, etc., and that's why we've done it a rewards token. It's a rewards token. If they shut that down, they have to shut down eBucks, they have to shut down UCount rewards. Every single rewards platform that's out there, they're going to have to shut down, because we are exactly the same. Just because we've built it onto a different technology doesn't mean that we are overstepping boundaries. So even with the regulations that's coming in, I can't see them stopping us. But we never know. We never know. And if they do, it doesn't matter. We just plug in CBDC and we carry on. Thanks for that question. It's a very good question. Yeah, just on that note, I just want to emphasize it, especially because I assume everybody on here are business owners. Go and do your research. Go read up on what is CBDC. What is the Reserve Bank saying about the CBDC? Remember, Reserve Bank is nothing other than a central bank. Every country, or most countries, has got their central banks, and CBDC is the central bank digital currency. Understand what they are talking about. Crypto is not just Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin and buying and selling. It's a lot more. That is just one small element of it. It's about the technology that sits behind it, which is blockchain, and which is how we operate and what we're going to do with it. I was at an event, I won't mention the name, I don't want to offend Jordan, but one of the things, and it actually stuck, and it's now become...
You won't offend me, yeah.
It's actually now become a tongue-in-cheek joke.
They're good events.
With, yeah, I actually saw you there at Binance.
Exactly.
So in any case, and my question to them was, it's all fantastic, but how do I buy bread? At the end of the day, if I can't sell or buy bread with any currency out there, it's useless to the general population out there. It's about 2% of the world's population, if that many, that will participate in that space. So we need to understand what's the technology and what's the usability and what's the case study of any token that if you're a trader like what Jordan and a few of us are, we don't care about the utility of that token because we just buy, sell. But if you are invested in a project on a long-term basis, you need to understand the utility of that actual project, because that is what's going to bring the thing of how do I buy and sell bread, bottom line. That's what you need to be able to ask. And we are moving into that space where you're not going to use a physical note or a physical coin to buy your bread. You're going to be using your phone. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, cool. My phone is... But in any case, you're going to use your phone or your smart watch. And that's how you are going to buy stuff. And you're going to buy it with digital currency. You're not going to buy it with ZAR or dollars. Might still be a few years, but we are heading that way. So bottom line, make sure you understand where we're heading and position your business like that. Don't live with your head in the sand and think it's not going to happen in your lifetime. You might be very surprised.
No, thanks, dear Walt. It's there's a lot of stuff that you've given us that I wasn't aware of. Yeah, exciting. I'm just waiting for my design team to finish off my new logos and labels, and then I will be jumping onto DigitalFlyer as soon as I can.
Brilliant. Thanks, Basil. Appreciate that. Just a quick one, Chris. I agree with you. CBDC is nothing other than what's going on at the moment. It just gives them a little bit more strength or a little bit more flexibility to control our movements. But you know what, at the end of the day, I'm not saying we need to agree with what's happening, but there's no use fighting it. I'm not agreeing with what's happening, so don't get me wrong, but embracing it and understanding what's happening, it's inevitable. It's going to happen. So the more we understand about it and the more we know about it, we can find ways. I mean, there's always ways. Doesn't matter what they've brought, whether it was gold or bank bookies or checks or credit cards or online internet banking or now this. There's always ways. So yes, we can be angry and upset, or we can simply try and figure out how do we use it to the best of our advantage. David, you're more than welcome. I'll put my email address at the DigitalFlyer.co.za. David, you can just email me your detail and I'll get in touch with you and I'll assist you opening your Binance Pay merchant account. The listing of our governance token, we are in the process working with a local and new exchange. They had some technical challenges, but they're solving it, and we had our first pre-sale already going. They're supposed to have the current public sale open, so hopefully within the next month and a half we will be able to list. Now the governance token will also have a 1 and a 4 year staking model. We are only selling a little bit of the token. The rest will all go into the staking pool with rewards over a 4-year period. And then we will list it on a DEX. We're not going to go onto the normal traditional exchanges at this point, centralized exchanges, but maybe after 4 years we will do that. But the first round or the first year, we must probably only be on a DEX, not like CBT where it is on various centralized exchanges. Chris, did anybody invite you, or how did you get right at the top? Okay, I'll just post that comment again, or the links. Thank you for that question. Let me just copy and paste this quickly there for you. Control C. There are the links again for those who missed it in the beginning.
Chris, what's up? How can I help you?
Oh, yeah, then tell Jordan he must send you his DigitalFlyer referral link.
Oh, cool.
All right, any other questions from anybody else? Unfortunately, I see about, what's that? About 55% of the people couldn't make it. But again, please keep watching our social media channels. We will be doing this weekly. And I know there's a lot of questions of what we've just discussed. One is DigitalFlyer. I need to grow more sales. I need to get online. I don't know how. So maybe what we'll do is we'll team up with Jordan from Bybit. Elmarie will be able to do weekly calls to help DigitalFlyer members. And then me and Jordan will have chats with you about crypto. So sometimes I did find in the beginning, the minute I use the word crypto in this space, when we talk about DigitalFlyer, immediately they jump off and I get messages of being a scam or a schemer, which is unfortunately the truth. Be very, very careful out there with who you listen to and what you listen to. So stay in touch and comment on our Telegram channel, our Facebook channels, our Twitter channels. Send us an email if there's any information that you would like to see or hear more about. And then I know on Bybit's Telegram channel, they're doing a great job, but for most people, it gets very technical and they get scared. So if you want to have a call like this again, and we talk just simply, what is it, where we're heading, we can definitely arrange something on both sides, business and crypto.
Thanks, Dewald, and your team. I've got to go. I've got another appointment that I've got lined up for 5:15. So thank you very much for everything.
Thank you, Basil. Yeah, I see we're 6 minutes over, and that's because I just spoke too much. Again, if there's any questions, please do not hesitate to let me or Elmarie or Jordan know. You've got the links in the chats. If you missed any of the links, send me an email or send us an email at info@digitalflyer.co.za. And then I look forward seeing you and a few of your community business friends at our next presentation.